tonight, so I have a very special video here. We have a very special guest in Atlantic City that we're visiting. Mr. Joel Gott himself is right here.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Joel Gott, and I'm going to let him take over and tell you a little bit about the wines.
Hey guys, so my name's Joel Gott. I got my start in the business coming from a wine family, and along the way in my early 20s, I met my then girlfriend, now wife, Sarah. So Sarah and I started, actually before we even married, in 1996 making wine together. We started by making Zinfandel, and then the following year, Sauvignon Blanc. The year after that, we added in Syrah. The year after that, Cabernet. So it was just like this amazing time in the wine industry in the 90s where we could go out and buy fruit from different growers, and we were making the wine at a custom crush winery. And at that point in time, not many people were doing that. And Sarah went to school for viticulture enology at UC Davis. I grew up in a wine family, and I worked at Kenwood Vineyards after school, so we both had wine experience. But what it really turned into was kind of this yin and yang of my, family history of making wine is what I knew, and she came at it from a completely, educated UC Davis viticulture enology education, and we were making great wine. She was actually working at that point as an enologist at Joseph Phelps Winery in Napa Valley. So we grew our brand by really focusing on sourcing fruit from around the state of California, not just in Napa or not just in Sonoma, but from Monterey and from out in Borden and up in Mendocino and Lake County and all these other areas, including Napa and Sonoma, to make wines that were a blend of all these different appellations together, wines that we felt had more like structure, or in the case of Sauvignon Blanc, like better minerality and sweet sour fruit, and really using these different appellations to build wines that we think are more complex and have more going on, especially compared to our price point. And that's basically how we got to where we are today. And today we make wine up in the Northwest, in Oregon and in Washington. Very small amount of wine from Washington, but a lot out of Willamette Valley, Pinot Noir and Pinot Gris. And then through California, we're making like the wines that are our two big wines. The wines that we focus the most time on are Sauvignon Blanc, which is from down in Monterey, Napa, Sonoma, Lake County, Mendocino, and Santa Barbara County. Our Cab is from, which is the 815 Cab. That comes from 7 different appellations. So you've got it Santa Barbara County, Monterey County, out in Borden, Lake, Mendocino, Sonoma, and Napa. And so we take all these regions and blend that cab together. It's roughly 40 different vineyards in 60 different small lot fermentations that over the course of about 16 months, as we barrel age it, we're slowly weave it together to what we feel is the best blend. What we're bottling right now is the 2016 vintage, which will be out at some point this summer. And we're really excited about that vintage. We think it's great. Some of the new projects we have is we've got this new California Pinot that's about 75% from Santa Barbara County, because we love like the structure of the Santa Barbara County Pinot, but then we get the juice and the sweet flavors out of southern Monterey County. So it's again about 25% from Monterey and 75% from down in Santa Barbara. We think that's a really exciting wine, a lot of fun. And then along the way, in being in the wine business, I've done, Sarah and I have done some projects with a couple other people, Charles Beeler of Beeler Family Wines, as well as Charles and Charles. So together with Charles Beeler, we make some wines called Three Thieves, which we shop from around the state of California. We make show wines, which are from California and also Argentina. And then also together we make some Grenache out of the south of France, out of Maury, called Shatter. And so that's kind of our little wine world there. Any
Fantastic.
questions?
Yeah. One little fun fact that a lot of people don't know is you guys, you have a burger joint in Napa.
Yes.
So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
So if anybody visits out there.
In 1999, I got a piece of property in Santa Elena. It came with a little hamburger stand called Taylor's Refresher. I didn't know any better. If I knew better, I wouldn't have done it, but I tore the thing to the ground, rebuilt it to what I thought it should look like. And then 10 years into that restaurant, we changed the name from Taylor's Refresher to Gott's Roadside. Gott's Roadside is this great, basically if you think of every hamburger stand across America, it's like the perfect little drive-in hamburger stand. Except being in Napa, we have the ability to source incredible ingredients. We got a great wine list, incredible beer list. But we,
awesome.
Source stuff from all around, the Northern California. I think you'll love it if you get a chance to come by and check us out.
I can't wait to do it. I've been there once already. It's phenomenal.
We'll come and I'll feed you.
Yep. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated. Guys, Joel Gott.